Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna make this video public, but I wanted to show you an issue that I'm having here with the sump and with Red Sea. I've had a number of issues with this sump. This video is actually for Red Sea, but because it's gonna be quite long, I don't know if it's going to allow me to upload it and send it to them via some other form. I might do it through my YouTube channel and do it privately and ultimately maybe even put it public. But let's talk about what happened here, because this is not the first time that the sump is replaced. Now, before I even talk negatively about Red Sea, let me say this. I love the system. I absolutely love the sump. It's given me some issues to the point that the sump had to be replaced 3 times. This is going to be the 4th time. First time was related to an issue with the sump. The other 2 times was because the sump arrived broken in pieces. And so this is going to be the 4th time. I've gone ahead and recreated the issue that I'm having, or that happened, and the reason why the sump ended up cracked over here. Babe, are you making sure that that comes out pretty well? And it's also cracked over on this side here. And if you look at the reservoir, now Red Sea did ask me, is the reservoir okay? It actually is. It's not broken, it's not leaking. It is rough on the edges where the impact occurred, and I'm gonna pull it out and show you guys what happened here. But my love, if you can focus here on the back, this piece here is also located in the back of there, and so you can see that the sump, or the reservoir itself, is in fact leaning on the edge itself. You see it in the back. So it's leaning on this edge here, but when you look at the front, it is not. The entire thing caved in and caused this issue. Now, when this happened, the sump was filled up to about 5 gallons at the max. It happened about 2 o'clock in the morning. My girlfriend who's recording can attest to this.
Yes.
We got up at 2 o'clock in the morning and we freaked out.
We were freaked out.
I thought that this front panel had broken, and I was like, oh my god, if I get a leak in this apartment, I'll be looking at being in the streets. I mean, with this entire water volume coming down. However, that did not happen. What happened was, at 2 o'clock in the morning, we left the sump and the reservoir filled up to here. You can see the water line, babe. I don't know if you can see it, but it's never filled up above this here. And we hear this thunk. 2 o'clock in the morning, I discover the sump like this. When we saw it, we freaked out. We removed most of the water, and I'm gonna try to lift it so you can see exactly how I did it, my love. If you can come in closer.
Yep.
I lifted it up towards the back and basically wiggled the sump out. And when I wiggled it out, I put it back. Now, as I wiggled it out, it cannot be left over on this side. It can be slid over on this side and it'll stay in its place, but it cannot be pushed back too much. The more you get towards the center, the more bowed this piece of glass is, hence the reason why it fell. When we removed it, it caused these cracks. Now, there are kids here, and I'm gonna have to, can you back up? I'm gonna have to put some locks on this door until Red Sea replaces it. You know how these kids like sticking their hands in here and whatnot. So, I have a theory as to why this occurred, and we're gonna talk about that briefly here. First of all, I love the design of the sump. If anything, my girlfriend can also attest to this. We've discussed how much I like the design, and I've even mentioned to you
Yes,
rebuilding it in acrylic.
you have plenty of time.
So that we might not have these issues. However, I can't really fault the sump itself, the sump itself is very, very sturdy. I am going to do a full video review of the tank. The good, the bad, and the ugly, including this. But I don't give up on Red Sea. Issues happen, they arise. I've just had the bad luck. They've honored the warranty. They're asking me for another video. They're going to honor the warranty on this one. Now, the reason why I believe this happened is the first sump was replaced, not due to this, but rather the filter sock holder here. Now, if you look towards the top, my love, facing down, the filter sock holder that was here before was more flimsy. Here, you can see a high rise here that was a lot lower. It was about midway through here. And the fact that they raised this up higher is great because it keeps the water here. So it forces it through the filter socks. Now, those of you who've been following me for a very long time know that I am not a fan of filter socks. But I will take that statement back, people. The filter socks have helped me clean the tank really easy and fast. I just disturb the water in the main display, deliver it, clean out the socks, switch them out. The fact that they're a higher micron also helps. We're swinging off the subject though. This filter sock holder here was extremely flimsy on the first generation. And after about a month of me messing with the filter sock, this entire silicone section detached itself. Okay? As it detached itself, now you have this thing going up and down. It just wasn't a really good design. When they send me this one, which was functional, not only was I happy over the fact that this is a higher rise, but also it's a much sturdier, stronger, haven't had an issue for almost a year with it. But I've discovered that this sock holder is ever so slightly, maybe a millimeter or two, a little bit wider or bigger than the previous one. Hence, the sump has the same design, but this is a little bit towards the front. I believe that may be the reason why this happened. Now, I understand that Red Sea will replace the sump probably equally, but I don't know if I am okay with having this 5-gallon reservoir on top of this system. I believe it to be somewhat of a safety issue, especially if this happens. Now, if this was more tightly put and perfect, obviously this has no way of buckling and doing what happened. And this in itself is extremely sturdy and strong. I just had the bad luck with it. I hope you guys haven't had that bad luck. Hopefully Red Sea will replace it. If I make the video public, guys, you know that I haven't uploaded for a while, but it's because of the number of issues I've had with replacing the sump. Also, life has been busy. You guys know I have my brother, work, my girlfriend, just got a new car. It's been one after the other. Red Sea, this video is for you. I know you guys are gonna honor it. I really want that 350. If you guys want to send it over so I can get started with that saltwater tank and we can get back into recording videos. With that said, this is New York Stilo signing out, guys. Stay with me. I'm here. Peace.